Hello everyone, this is Pauline Angel from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Karunya. In this video, I'm going to explain a few programs on text processing using Java strings. So let's get started. Let me show you the programs that we are going to see now. So the first program which we are going to see is to write a Java program to get a long paragraph of text and to find out number of spaces, number of words, number of characters, and number of lines in the text. And next, we'll be seeing a program that converts all lowercase characters in a given string to its equivalent uppercase character. And finally, the last program which we are going to see is a program to delete all ovals from a given sentence. So let's begin with our first program, which is to get a long paragraph of text and to find out number of spaces, words, characters, and lines. So here I have written the code for this. Now I'll explain you how I did this coding. First, I have created a class called para, and then I have initialized the scanner class, imported the scanner class here, and then initialized it so as to get the input from the user. So after getting the input from the user, since we are going to count the number of lines, and since they even gave in the question that we have displayed in a para, so para will be having is nothing but having number of lines in it. So for that, when the user is going to give the input, it will take as a single sentence, but later it will convert it into the para, which means it is going to split the text into different lines. So for splitting, I have used this string operation, which is split operator, so that we can split the text into different lines. So here I have used full stop as the splitting point. So whenever a full stop occurs in a sentence, it will split that sentence into another sentence, so that it will appear into another line. So I have used a for condition here, so that in this array I have stored all the characters in the paragraph. Para means which we are going to take the input from the user. The sentence will be in this para. So this split option is under this array, lines array. So in this lines array, with this lines array, I have used another string called line, and then with this I have given the condition so as to split the sentences into different lines, and it will print out all those lines. After that, I have initialized I equals to 0 and count equals to 0, so as to proceed with the other sub questions, like to find out number of spaces, number of words, and number of characters, and finally number of lines. So first we have given conditions so as to split the text into different number of lines, and now we'll be starting with counting number of spaces. So for that, I have used a for loop in which I have used an if condition also. So in this for loop, I have initialized I equals to 0, count equals to 0. So I is nothing but number of I will be representing the characters here in text. Every letter will be one character. So I equals to 0, and count I have initialized to 0. So let me say where we'll be using this count. So first, in this condition, I have initialized this 2 to 0, and then I is less than the para of length, which means the length, the character which is here, the character number which is here should be less than the length of the text. Otherwise, it won't execute the program, because I shouldn't be greater than length of the text. It will be an absurd. So the condition is I should always be less than the length of the text. So, and then I have initialized a character data type so as to take the characters of the text. So this character will be representing, it will be taking all the characters, and I have used this characterate operation. So this characterate is nothing but it is going to take every letter into consideration as a character. So after taking that, I have used an if condition so as to check if this character is a letter or a space. Since we are since our aim is to count the number of spaces here, we need to see if the character is space or not. The count should be incremented only if the character is space, otherwise it won't increment. So this if condition will check if this character is a space or if it's a letter. If it's space, then count will be incremented. And finally, after counting all these iterations, and it will print number of spaces in the text. And then to count number of words, it is almost similar to the above procedure, but here we are initializing I, which is less than para length minus 1. So words never start from a space, so we are going to take a length minus 1. So space will also be considered in length, so that's why I have initialized that I should be less than length minus 1. So word if it is going to start with a space, it doesn't make any difference. So that's why I'm going to take length minus 1. It doesn't matter. So in that I have used an if condition so as to check these two conditions. So this logical AND operator will be executed only if the both conditions on either of its side is true. If this condition, which is character at I is equals to space and character at I plus 1 is not equals to space, if these two conditions are true, only if these two conditions are true, then this whole condition is true. Otherwise it's a false. This logical AND operator says that if both the conditions are true, then it is true. Otherwise the whole condition is false. So first we are going to see if the character at I is equals to space or not, and it also going to check if this character plus 1, character I plus 1, which is the next character to the previous character, if it is space or not. So when these two conditions are true, then only it will increment the count so as to check the number of words. So this condition is nothing but if it's a space. For example, we are having a text like hello, how are you? So here first it is going to take character of I, which is I is initially 0. So 0 is less than length minus 1. It is going to check, and after it is going to go to the if condition. So character at I, which means 0, character at 0 is H. It is not equals to space. Obviously H is not equals to space. And then this character of 0 plus 1, which is next one, is not equals to space. So these two conditions are true. So that's why it is going to increment the character C++, which is count. Here C is equals to count. So initially C is equals to 1. So it is going to take C++, which is incrementing the C value as 2. So nothing but if H is having a space, it obviously says that it is not a word. So after H, first it is going to check H, it is a character. So after H, it is going to see whether it's a space or a character. If it is having a character letter, then obviously if two characters combine, if two letters combine, it becomes a word. So obviously it is going to take the word. It is going to consider it as a word and it is going to increment. So that's how it is going to do the operation, and it is going to print the number of words in final. And moving on to the next one, to calculate number of characters, it is also similar. We are going to use this character at operation, and if this character at operation is not equals to space, definitely it will be a character. So I have given this condition so as to check if the character is space or not. If it is space, then it won't, this condition won't execute. If it is not space, then the count will be incremented. And that's how we're going to check number of characters, and it is going to print. And finally, to count number of lines, I have initialized another variable j equals to 0 and another count operation which is count 1 equals to 0. So using these two, the same condition which we have used earlier for loop, I have initialized it so that j should be less than the length of the text, and then same like the above conditions, the character should be character equals to para dot character at. I have used character at condition here again, character string operation again. But in this case, I have used j since I have initialized another new variable j equals to 0. So if this character is equals to full stop, then it is going to increment. So that here we have split the text according to the full stop. So whenever a full stop occurs, it is going to consider it as another line. So here also we are going to use the same character full stop, so that whenever a full stop occurs, it considers as if it is another line. So the count will be incremented, and it is going to print number of lines. So let me execute this program, and I'll show you how it executes. That is going to ask us a paragraph of text. Let's give hello. I'm doing a Java program. It is on operations. So you understood this. Yeah, see, first we have given a code so that it will split the text into different lines. So here hello, it is and after that it has a full stop. So after full stop, it is considering this this particular set of words as another sentence until full stop again, and after another full stop, it has taken this as another line, and finally this as another line. And then it has given number of spaces between these words, and number of words, and number of characters, and finally number of lines. Here 4 lines, and it has printed number of lines. So this is how this program is going to give us the output. And next program is to convert. Let's see what we are going to see now. So our program now is to convert all lowercase characters into equivalent uppercase character. So now we are going to use a simple string operation which is called to uppercase. We have another string operation called to lowercase, which is going to convert the whole sentence into lowercase characters. And if using this to uppercase, we can convert the characters into uppercase characters. So this is a simple program. We are just using this string operation. So first I have initialized a string, and then ask the user to give the string, and then using that string we have I have given this string operation to uppercase so that it will convert all the lowercase characters in the given string into uppercase. So let me run this program and I'll show you. So it is asking us to give a string, enter a string. So let's give hello, how are you? Yes, it has given the equivalent uppercase characters. So we have converted a lowercase text into uppercase text. And finally, we are going to see the last program is to delete all ovals from a given sentence. So we are going to write a program to delete all the ovals in a given string. So here I have used a string operation called replace all. So using this replace all, we can replace this particular set of characters into any other characters. Here we are going to omit the ovals. So I have given ovals here. So whenever this ovals occur, it is going to replace it with space, which means we are going to delete these things and we are going to replace space in these characters. Whenever these oval characters occur, it is going to replace it with a space. So this replace all is going to do this do this program. So I have initialized a string, and using that using scanner class we can take input from the user, and I have initialized another string variable called res, which means result, nothing but result. So this result is going to store this operation, replace all operation, so that this replace all operation is going to take do that whenever these characters like ovals a, e, I, o, u, whether it might be in lowercase or uppercase. So there it is going to take whenever these operators occur, it is going to replace them with space, so that whenever in the text we are not going to see these ovals. So let me run this code. Let me run this code and see how it works. Hello, I am Pauline Angel. Yes, see, it has deleted all the ovals. So whenever an oval occurs, it is not printing anything. It is only printing space, an empty space. So this is how we can omit ovals or delete ovals from the text. So hope you understood these 3 programs well. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.